Okay. Hey, so this was the first time that I think I may have intentionally um, planned real time off to be at home, to be present, to see what that feels like in my body, to see what that feels like in my spirit without it being me pushed in having to do it or, going on a vacation and moving around. This was the first time I really sat still. So, what did I do? What did I learn? So, hey, if you're new here, welcome. This is Life in AD. I am AD. And today I just wanted to talk about rest and what that looks like in the body, what that looked like for me, resting through the kids' winter break without any real movement, without traveling plans, without um, any real activities planned, really no plans at all. The only real plan was to rest because I knew the new year, once school started back, we'd be in the thick of things. But a lot of their activities also took winter break hiatus, so that gave even more of a reason for us to just sit down and be still. So what did that look like for me? Again, most mornings, typically I get up at about 5 o'clock and I go for about a 3 mile walk. I didn't do the walking that much. Over the 2 weeks that the break was out, probably got up and walked for maybe about 2 or 3 days. But again, I wanted my body to heal and really rest. I slept in, which for me, uh, with the sleeping in though, it actually made me, I would go to bed later too. So there's that. So I get up and then um, I may, I get them something once I'm up around 10, 11, 12-ish, if they're ready, depending on what they ate on their own. I get them a meal, a hot meal cooked and ready to go for me too. I usually fast till 12. I've done my yoga because yoga, I have to do that. So I've been doing my yoga. Um, I've been spending time with family, and I've been spending a lot of time by myself, as I like to do, and just reflecting and thinking and looking forward and planning, and nothing too stressful, like just like taking it easy. Been doing a lot of grounding, like walking through the grass and things like that. So really just trying to settle and rest and prepare for um, what I'm sure will be an eventful 2026. Not that I'm afraid of it, I'm welcoming it. But like I said, just end of the year resting, and that was intentional, and that was kind of different for me in a long expanded amount of time. Now, over the years, I've been prepping, and I've been um, learning to take rest because by nature I'm a busybody. So I've been learning to take moments to rest for myself, to say no, to say yes, and taking time for myself, self care. So I have incorporated that into my life over the years, but it's usually kind of like little small chunks at a time each day. But to do this over a kind of a 2 week span for me, um, was different. So it was different. But let me say this. Like I said, I am a busybody, so the truth is it wasn't always easy. For that 2 week period, I'm the type that if I'm kind of not moving, or let me say, I like to feel productive. And um, that's just how I was raised. My mom is a very busybody and likes to move type person. And that's not a bad thing for her or for me or for anybody, but uh, trying to really examine all parts of myself, resting, I can honestly say, can be kind of uncomfortable because honestly, it sometimes makes me feel lazy, and I don't like to feel lazy. Like I said, I like to feel capable, strong, and just resting. So my rest may look different from other people's rest. So, but for me, I think I did get a lot of rest in. But So like I said, usually that alarm goes off and I'm up and I'm out. Over these 2 weeks, a lot of days, I would actually have to talk myself, okay, just stay, just sit, just lay and lay without scrolling, just lay and be. And that was sometimes very difficult for me. And I had took the 2 weeks, and like I said, I took the 2 weeks off from the blog, so I didn't do any writing. I didn't do any videos, publish any videos either, YouTube videos. That was all intentional. As a creative, I must say my creative side that I have recently over the past few years switched on. For those that are creative, it's hard to turn that off completely. So that never went off completely. So there were times where I'm on my computer or I'm jotting down ideas and I am writing. I did a lot of writing actually, and but I still consider that rest because I had no deadlines to meet. So um, that's rest to me. What surprised me most about resting is for me again that it can two things surprised me more. But two things. One thing is that how much I needed it. Like I said, I turned the alarms off and I just most days just woke up. And I know that that is a luxury that a lot of people are not able to have. And so I was very blessed to have it. And I think sometimes that's another reason why I don't like to do it because things, again, I feel like I could be doing something that my mind, my hand, my physical, I could be doing something. Uh, so I guess maybe that's guilt. So, but so that was one thing that surprised me about resting for me is how much I needed it. And the second thing was that it was more difficult at times than I one would think that it would be. Let's see, when did I finally feel my body exhale? Honestly, I try to get that exhale every day. That's what yoga does for me. It gives me the opportunity and the space, whether I do a quick 10-minute stretch or an hour practice. It gives me permission in that time to exhale and shake the day off. Also, those that have been with me, and especially those that have been reading the blog for a long time, I do a wind down every night, which, well, parts of this wind down are done every single night. Again, whether I'm traveling or not, I travel with my herbal tea, with candles, the whole nine. So, and my yoga mat. So I would say every day I got that in, but just an exhale from the constant movement of the day. Actually, you know what? Yeah, the 26th, when I had really nothing really on my plate to do, I would say is when I finally exhaled on the 26th. Did I feel guilt and how did I move through it? Yes, like I said, I have now, being, like I said, the luxury, and I know it's not missed on me, the luxury of being able to be at home with my children and not have to go into work and report, you know, clock on and clock off. I know that that's a luxury, and I definitely do not take it for granted. So then adding on to that, I dare you, stay at home moms or I should say home managers, I feel carry a lot of guilt because the world already sometimes tells you that, I mean, you're at home all day. What could be so hard about that? But those who do it realize that and know that being the main caregiver and counselor to your children is it's a tough job, and it's one that most of us, I would say I know I do. I take it very, very serious. I've owned a pharmacy and I've worked in pharmacy for, almost 20 years or so. And I, went to school and did they had other jobs, but this job is the most difficult because it's serious. It means a lot. This is the next generation that I'm influencing. You talk about being an influencer. This is it. So taking time off, which a lot of us don't do. It's how we get burnt out. It's how we start becoming resentful. And it's, these conversations where, we can be looked at as being ungrateful. And it's not that, but everybody needs a break. Everybody needs a rest, regardless of what your occupation or what it is that fills the 24 hours in your day. If it's quote unquote a type of work, rest is needed. And so, but yes, that does come with some guilt because of the luxury and that it affords me. So, but I get over it because I feel I've put in my work. I work hard now. I'm not just sitting at home eating bonbons all day and twirling my thumbs and looking cute, although that gets done too. But I do a lot. They get at least 3 square hot meals a day, keeping them active. I'm the taxi driver. I'm the Uber driver. Uber Eats. I'm the cook. I'm the maid. I'm the counselor. I'm the physical therapist. I'm the doctor. I'm all the things. So I deserve to rest and take care of myself too. So again, that's something I've been working on over the years, not just this 2 week period. This 2 week period was really just to sit and see how it really felt for me. So that guilt I've been working on for a minute. And it's something that reoccurs because again, the state of the world and you want to, I want to do more and be better and be greater. So it rears its ugly head, but I'm able to dismiss it fairly quickly. And anybody out there that needs the rest, your body is calling for rest, throw that shame and that guilt away and go take your nap. What rhythms ground me? Again, yoga. Yoga and being in the sunlight and in outside just grounds me. I love to hear on cue. I love to hear the leaves blowing across the grass well, not so much in the trees anymore, but in the trees, the birds chirping. You notice now that it's winter that the sounds of outside are different than in the summer. The cicadas have, taken their hiatus and just different things like that. The crickets aren't out here as much. So I just notice all of that and just the sounds of nature and yoga really, really ground me. So I take that opportunity as much as I can because it really, like I said, each day and each time sets me up to be able to give. It fills me up. It fills me up, and that alone let me not ever forget to say prayer. But I'm one of those people that I'm kind of in constant prayer. It's kind of like running in the background all the time because I see and feel God everywhere. So that prayer, like I said, it's always in the background, at least running. I open that window to display in the forefront many days as part of my wind down as well. But I'm in constant prayer and I'm constantly try to be grateful and thankful and say it out loud or say it mentally, say it within my heart that what I'm grateful for. Like I said, this wind, this beautiful sky, the luxury of this rest period, my children, my health, my friends, my family. So that's always running. So those rhythms ground me. So 2026, like I said, I have over the years, I have also taken a seat back from trying to control and I plan because we have to make plans and in order to fulfill goals and things like that. But so let's say this: I make plans and I leave room for God to move and do what he needs and what He wants to do. But with that being said, 2026, I hope to be a better, evolved storyteller and continue to do that. I love the storytelling creative side that I have been able to tap to and I'm exploring. And so that is fueling me, that's calling me, and I hope to continue to do more of that. So that will expand the blogs and also the YouTube channels. Not channels, I only have one channel, the YouTube channel. I hope to do more in yoga. So look for those sessions, the Flow with AD sessions. And I just hope to continue to evolve as a person and be be the kind of warrior for kindness, for love, for creativity, for tolerance, for those things that I feel that I'm called to be and that I want to be. So I hope to be, this is the year that possibly we've made it to brown belt. We received our brown belt in Taekwondo right before the winter break. So hopefully by this time next year, possibly we could be making our way to black belt. We'll see. So if my body can hold up to that, I would love to do that. Um, and like I said, just keep exploring this country, this world. I love traveling, and for again, if you're new here, my family and I, we do a lot of RVing. So we have a couple things planned this year. Maybe not as expansive as 2025. We were getting it. We went on. We explored over 26 or so states and 4 countries. We did bus, we did RV, we did plane, we did a boat. So this year we have a couple things planned, but who knows? Half of that stuff that we did last year wasn't just totally planned here in January, what it is. So, like I said, I leave room open. Lord knows my heart. I've written it down. I've said it. I've put it out there. So we'll see actually where it takes me, where it takes us. Where do I notice healing? I notice healing straight off physically. Taking the time off to let my body rest. No taekwondo. No long walks on the concrete. No running on uneven grass for soccer. Knee is feeling really great. My back is feeling good. My hips are feeling. No, it's a new normal. They're feeling what they're feeling, and so right off the bat, I noticed it in my body. I noticed it in my heart and spirit as well. Just kind of being able to breathe and not having the next thing to get to is calming. So the healing has been all over. I'm not afraid of work or pain. And so I am looking forward to getting back busy because busy is good too. It's the ebbs and flows. Busy and pain, and it makes you feel you're alive. You're breathing. You're doing something. Your body's moving. Your brain is working. So um, it all goes together. 2026 and beyond is that we get to write the life kind of that we want. Yeah, there are things going on that we can't control, and that's fine. We have to realize that we can't control them. But what I've realized is what I can control, and that is very powerful. And so with that, we get to schedule times to rest. It was hard and it was difficult, but it was something that I knew for me that I needed once I became at home with the kids and this new career path, and that I could create is that I had to create time for me as well. It wasn't going to just happen. And I think as the younger me, uh, I looked, you just kind of let things happen. But a dear friend of mine told me that I have to find freedom in the schedule. And so with that, I have to schedule the freedom and the rest that I need to. So I hope and my wish for everyone is that they find what it is that you need and what you're looking for, what your body is calling for, what your mind, your spirit is calling for, that you step up and we answer that. We answer that call and we tune out all of the negativity. And I kid that I like to really stay in my bubble because it's peaceful here. I feel it's safe here. And I know enough of what's going on. I come out of the bubble enough to know what's going on. I'm not naive to that, but I also am not, um, I try not to be driven by that and rush my journey and what I'm being called to do. And I can't give anybody my all. And I know that just from looking back at my previous life when I was trying to be everything for everybody and giving everybody everything and I wasn't getting anything. And that I've tried that. So now I'm going to try this. And this is working for me now. So I Pray that everyone is able to find that for themselves. Feel free, lose the guilt, the shame of resting when you need it. But when it's time to go, we going 100%. We're going 10,000%. So tell me in the comments, what does rest look like for you right now? What are your plans or your dedications, your commitments for this year and moving forward? How do you plan on spreading love, expanding yourself in this new year? And I hope that, just like departments of a business, that if we're all doing our part, this business will succeed and take over. This business of kindness, this business of us reclaiming all parts of us, the strong parts, the feminine parts, the creative parts, the resting parts, the fullness of who we are. Let's reclaim that and we'll build this business together. Hope you will continue to enjoy this journey with me. If there's any parts of your journey that you'd love to share, you can put that in the comments as well. And let's see and what the year and what moving forward has in store for us. So we'll see you in a minute. And again, I'm AD, and this is Life in AD. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful tomorrow. See you in a minute. Bye.